Hey my fellow makeup enthusiasts, welcome to my channel Makeup Simplified. Today I have a very special video for you in store. Charlotte Tilbury is known to have really high quality products and high quality makeup which is luxurious but also has a really high price tag. So I thought it would be fun to use all the Charlotte Tilbury products to create a look as I rate them. So let's dive into it as I get ready. Start with some skincare products because Charlotte has come with some skincare products as well that work really well under her makeup. So we're going to start off with the Charlotte's Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. So this one is definitely extremely lightweight. It has a really nice fragrance to it and nothing that's overpowering, obviously. And it gives me a good canvas to work with. Full size product is $85, which I think is very expensive. And so I use it only when I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup. So do I recommend this? Yes, if you're going to be doing a nice full glam makeup, but on a day-to-day basis, not really. The next I have is the Charlotte's Magic Cream. This has hyaluronic acid in it and it provides the best, really amazing hydration to the skin, which is so essential before you apply makeup. Like you can see that as soon as I put it, it has a nice sheen to it and it feels amazing on the skin as well. I do love this, but once again, only under makeup. So what I'm trying to say here is that the products are amazing. These two products are great, the serum and the cream, but I will use it mainly if I'm going to be doing makeup. For my other day-to-day, hydration needs, I have other options as well, which are not as expensive. If you're fine with the price point for these two products, these are amazing and they provide exceptional results. So my rating for the Magic Serum and the Magic Cream is definitely 9 out of 10. I take 1 point down just because of the price point, but otherwise these two products are amazing. The next I have is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer, and this is the product. I have the shade Tan and I am going to use this more like an eyeshadow base. The Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter is definitely a 10 on 10 and a must-have. Okay, next product we have the eyeshadow. Palette's name is Exaggerize Bigger Brighter Eyes Filter. It has 4 shades in it and you see a little bit of that pillow talk kind of mauve nude shade over there. 3 shimmers. One is the highlighting shade. We're going to create some look with this, and it does have a mirror in it so you can create looks on the go. Right out of the pan when I'm putting my brush and dipping it in, there is some fallout. Let's do that. I'm gonna go in. Pigmentation wise, amazing. The pigments are excellent. They lay down really well. Very buildable formula. The matte color at least is beautiful. I'm going to use a combination of these 2 shades, this one and then this one, and I'm going to just use my fingertips. This shimmer formula is not even it's barely picking up even on my fingertips. I have to say I'm kind of disappointed with this eyeshadow palette because the matte color is excellent. It's amazing. The shimmer, not so much. I don't think the quality is justifying the price. This did not make the cut. So I do have the black eyeliner. It's a Rock and Kohl Iconic Liquid Eye Pencil. This is the shade Bedroom Black. I am going to line my waterline with it also. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a little flick. Wow, this is amazing. I mean, this pitch black, and this is the first time actually I'm using it. Look at it. It defined my eyes. It looks fantastic. No tugging on the skin. It's creamy and it's pigmented, totally blendable. I'm gonna apply it on the other side also. And then I'm just gonna clean up over here and create a nice flick. This gives it a really good shape. So do I recommend this eyeliner? 100%. It's pigmented, it's easy to work with, and it gave me such a nice, I could work with it. It doesn't dry up too fast, so that makes it easier for me to correct any mistakes that could potentially be going on over there. I really love this product and this is going to be a part of my kit. Now the next thing I have is the color corrector. This is the orange color corrector number 3, which is called Tan. You can tell I've been using this for a while. Even before putting it, I can tell you I recommend it. I am gonna go and just spread it out with my fingers. Really spreadable, excellent coverage. If you want to use a brush, you could use a concealer brush. I just have one concealer brush with me right now, so I don't want to use a color corrector using the concealer brush because otherwise the concealer and the color corrector is going to mix up. So I am going to let this dry a little bit, because otherwise once you put the concealer or foundation on top of it, it can move and it can actually mix with the concealer and foundation. And while we are waiting for this to set up, I'm going to use the eyebrow pencil, the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat, and the shade is, it's a black brown shade, which is what I always prefer. I don't go for extremely dark black eyebrow pencil. That just looks very unnatural. Oh yeah, very, very, very easy to work with. This is also another product that I'm using for the first time. This is a must-have in my opinion, because this is a great product. Very creamy, very blendable, and still gives you a nice control. The color corrector is 10 on 10, and so is the eyebrow pencil. Both products for the pigmentation, the control, the blendability. So both these products are amazing. 10 out of 10. Consider adding this to your kit. Now I have Charlotte's Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So we have the Flawless filter on, and now we're gonna have the Flawless Foundation on. My shade is 7.5. I recommend you going to the store to get their foundation. Online, when I was trying to color match, it gave me a number 10, and when I actually checked that in store, it was way too orange. Of course, for foundation in general, I do recommend that it's better to check it in stores, apply it, maybe get a sample or something and try it out before you commit to any particular color or brand. It will respond to different things throughout the day: sweat, temperature change, rest of the makeup that you have. All those things will matter and will affect it. Bring some sample home and then use it for a few days. Maybe usually a sample should last you at least like 2 uses. I'd say the foundation is pretty blendable. Now we'll go with the concealer. It is a shade 10. The concealer has a good consistency and it's easy to work with. It's very, very blendable. It's fluid, so it spreads well. The color is perfect for me. This is the exact shade of concealer for me, so I like how it matches my skin perfectly. If you want to go a little lighter for under eye brightening, you could totally do that, but this is a great shade for me. The foundation, I would say, is a 7 out of 10 because it's really hard to buy it online. Color ranges are very different. The neutral shade that I tried in store appeared to be too warm for me. Concealer, amazing, 9 out of 10. Both have really good color ranges. That is a plus. What I would say for the foundation though is that it could feel a little heavier on the skin. I am not a person who wears a heavy coverage foundation, so for me it's definitely a little too much coverage. Okay, what do we have next? This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. Set under my eyes. Instantaneously it mattifies it. Great product if you're looking to mattify. I would recommend tapping it onto the back of my hand just because you don't want too much powder coming either. Amazing shine control. We recommend it if you have oily T-zone areas and you want to mattify any makeup. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin so far. My skin doesn't look ashy because sometimes when I apply powder, my skin does end up looking ashy, which it's not. So far so good. Barely had to use any product. It picked up a lot of product on the poof, but I didn't have to use so much, so I wonder if there's going to be some wastage because of that. But overall, this product, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I'm actually going to finish the rest of my eye makeup. I will use that black eyeliner. I'm going to use a very small, teeny tiny brush and use the same matte shade from the palette to smudge this black eyeshadow. I'm telling you, this matte color is fantastic. I love using sample size mascaras because mascaras can go bad really easily. So you want to use, if you're going to be spending money on mascara, you better be using it every single day because it actually expires in 6 months. And this mascara is providing really good amount of volume and lift. The push-up lashes comes with the comb. The comb is very innovative. It has a flat side and it also has comby side. So when you load the product on and then you use the comb to kind of just comb through the lashes. One drawback of this mascara is that it is not waterproof, and another would be that I have used it in the past and I've seen some transfer from it. Sometimes will like bleed and then you will get it underneath here. Those are the 2 drawbacks. It's a big deal for a mascara. So for the mascara, I would rate it about a 6 out of 10. Next comes the Hollywood Contour Wand, which revolutionized contouring. I have to talk about this product because it is such a cult favorite. I bought a new one just for the video to show you how it works. So you have to just squeeze it and it comes out really easily. It comes out and you have to be careful with it because you don't want to take too much out also. So I love the idea of having a contour in a tube like this. I do notice that I need to reapply a little bit more sometimes so I can get a well-defined contour. If you do end up getting too much, then that would be a little challenging as well. So you want to trade carefully with this. But does that mean it's not a good product? No, I think it's a great product. You just need to know like to do a very, very targeted contouring with this. Like if you do anything extra, it is going to look too muddy. I will rate this a 7 out of 10. The reason is, although it's very, very easy to use, I do notice that you do need a lot more product. And I've also noticed that after some time, you won't see as much pigmentation. So somehow it just disappears. They have way better contouring products that are available in the market. Okay, let's talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. This is the powder bronzer. Can we just take a moment and appreciate how nice and big this mirror is? It's very rare to find products that come in such a huge pan and then with such a huge mirror. Good amount of pigmentation, I would say, and not a lot of fallout. That's amazing. That's like one thing that I always look out for. Whenever it comes to powder bronzing, use a fluffy brush. Pigmentation wise also, it's pretty good. If you don't want a lot of bronzing, this is a great product. I will give it an 8 out of 10. The mirror size is great. You can have it on the go, easy to work with, super easy. One application and you can see already it's bronzing. Bronzing effect is so good. Like you can see a nice bronzed area over here. Good amount of pigmentation. If you're looking for controlled bronzing, this is a great product. Moving on to the blush. We got 2 blushes over here. We're gonna see which one we like. This is the liquid blush. Amazing. This color is so amazing. The only thing is this is a little peachy for the look that I have, but I'm gonna try it nevertheless. Here's what I'm gonna do. Although it does say that you can directly apply it, I am gonna just take it onto my brush because it is, see how pigmented that is? I mean, if you directly put it, you could end up having too much product. Even though it is meant to be used directly, I like using a brush for this one. And this is like I barely took anything, barely. And one more reason why I apply a lot of these liquid products that are directly supposed to be applied from the tube, what it does is sometimes it can lift your underlying makeup if you have too heavy makeup underneath. So rather play safe, use a brush. So for this liquid blush, because of how amazingly pigmented it is and a little bit goes along, I am going to rate this a 9 out of 10. The reason why I took 1 point off again is because if you directly apply it from there, you could end up having too much product on your skin. So now we'll go with the powder blush. This is more of the Pillow Talk shade, and I will use just a tad bit because I don't want to spoil. I've had this product for a while, you can tell. If you're more on the duskier side and you want a mauve toned or mauve shade, this blush is amazing. Worth mentioning that this powder blush also has a little highlighter in the center, so I'm gonna use a little bit highlighter right here, which is great if you don't want to invest in a separate highlighter, because Charlotte's highlighter is also quite big, just as big as the bronzer, and that does occupy a lot of space according to me. Of course, I'm going to be talking about the new lipstick that Charlotte launched. This is the Airbrush liquid lipstick. I have the Pillow Talk, the original Pillow Talk, and then I have the Pillow Talk medium. I also have the Walk of No Shame, but I can't find it right now. So I am directly applying it out of the tube. It's a very moussey texture. It is a little too light for me. I am going to go with the Pillow Talk medium just because on my skin tone, the Pillow Talk medium shows up. I could totally use a brown lip liner and that would work perfectly for it. But right out of the bat, I don't think I like the color, but it might wash out my face later on. Then I'm gonna do the Pillow Talk medium. So the Pillow Talk medium goes way better on my lips. I will rate this lipstick a 7 out of 10 just because 8 colors, and I hope she comes with more colors. Another, it transfers. It's a liquid lipstick. For a liquid lipstick, it is actually very hydrating, but that also means it transfers. But overall, the lips feel super hydrated. It is lightweight. It is amazing as a texture. It is beautiful. It feels really fantastic. So 7 is because of the other points that I mentioned. And last but not the least, the makeup setting spray, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is a definitely pricey setting spray, but I have to say that it is very comparable to some other high-end setting sprays. This does the job really well. It gives me a nice dewy finish without it looking wet, and it does hold my makeup really well as well. The only drawback is that it is known to run out really fast because you need to use a little more product than normal. That's why I like to spray it on my powder proof, because then you use less product and you're able to cover the whole face with it. Do I recommend this? Absolutely, 100%. Because even though it's pricey, it has kept my makeup locked in place for a really long number of hours with no budging. So it's about 9 out of 10. Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand, the easy highlighter wand. You can see that I've used it quite a bit. You want to go with this even if it is liquid. Super easy to work with it this way rather than directly putting it on skin. I've noticed that it does pick up. Here is my final look, you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of my recommendation about the Charlotte Tilbury products. Did you guys like the recommendations? Have you tried Charlotte Tilbury products and you've had similar experiences or different? Let me know in the comments below. Do subscribe to my channel and also press that bell icon so you get notified of all the videos that I post on YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram. It's make.up.simplified. Do check it out as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.